So yeah, Joe Rogan talked to Alex Jones this week. Kind of a fuck you to all the people that said that he was being censored, which that's what I thought anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we spent a fair amount of time on this a few episodes ago, where there was speculation that he was being censored with the whole Spotify deal, which actually it stemmed from employees going on strike, right? Because they thought he was too, I don't know, out there or whatever. But yeah, I think this kind of silences that, right? It says, hey, Spotify's not censoring me. Will it continue? I assume it'll continue to upset the staff, right? I mean, if that's
I
what
would
they were mad
imagine.
about. I haven't watched the episode or listened to it.
Yeah, I watched it and listened to it. Yeah, it covers everything, all the craziness that's going on. And yeah, to your point, like it's only going to make people that are already pissed more livid, employees included. So, but yeah, that's Rogan sticking to his word. Alex Jones got kicked off YouTube, right? So
He did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
censorship.
I'm all for him talking to whoever he wants to talk to. And my thought is, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. Like he's
Yeah.
a guy that I don't listen to every episode. I'll listen when he has Maynard James Keenan on last week. I've got the Kanye episode downloaded just because I'm interested by it, but I won't listen to Alex Jones because it's just not something for me. So, and then oftentimes I'll have people on that it's a thing that I'm not into, so I won't listen. And I think that's a good way to live your life. If it's not for you, like instead of bitching about it, maybe just don't listen, do something else. There's plenty of stuff out there to listen to.
I did see the comments on, I think it was Facebook, actually. People were upset. They said they're done with Rogan. I don't know if you saw comments and stuff.
Wow.
So ridiculous.
He's too far right now. He's too far. He leans too far that way, and it's not for them. Which I assume they didn't listen to it. Like they didn't even give it that try. They just
Exactly.
It's the association that they just drew a line in the sand. I don't know. I think if you do that, you're going to miss out on some of the great stuff that he has in the future.
Yeah. Well, and he's looking for spins too, right? That's what he's in the game for, is to get people to spin the episode, to get people to patronize his ads, all that stuff. So Alex Jones is going to get people talking, just like maybe censorship, I put in quotation marks, is going to get people talking. So I understand wanting to talk to everybody, taking on all comers, being available to have a conversation about stuff. And it sounds like, I didn't listen to it, but it sounds like he called him on the carpet of some stuff, right, Nate? I mean, it wasn't like it was just, hey, spew your bullshit and we're cool with it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Rogan's calling him out the whole time, and mind you, Alex was drinking like he finished like half a bottle on the podcast, so he was like pretty hammered. Yeah, so I mean, you have that too.
Yeah, we'll listen to it now.
Yeah, he's just going to town and then touching on all these really intense topics that are that he is notorious for talking about. But yeah, the whole censorship thing, I was just thinking like on a very elementary level, like if you can't just realize that there's shit that you don't agree with. It's like saying, I'm only going to watch movies where it has a happy ending, where everything's fine at the end. Well, that's just not real life. So, take it for what it is. There's movies that have great endings and bad endings. Sometimes the bad guy wins at the end. It's unfortunate.
I know, Nate, you like the food analogy, and when I was younger, I was less into it. But now I mean, I love food, obviously, and I love good stuff, and I'll try something new all the time. And that's what Joe Rogan is for me. He'll occasionally have somebody on that I'm like, that's an interesting story. I'll try that. And if I don't like it, I won't come back to it. I won't, I'm not going to make it my life's mission to destroy it. I'm just not going to come back to it. And that's the beauty of free speech in this country, for the most part. It allows people like us to crack mics and talk to you every week. If you're not into it, just don't listen to it. Listen to his other episodes. Don't patronize him. Do whatever. It's up to you. But you don't have to turn it into this big thing.
Yeah. I mean, you just eat something else. Using that analogy, you just you skip that meal and you go to Wendy's. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly. You just beat me to it.
There's the segue.
We should have gone the other way. Shit. Reverse segues only here at the Podioslave podcast.
I mean, I guess like the biggest thing for me is really just it's a positive thing for Spotify, and who knows, they could have been involved. They said, hey, we need to turn our brand around related to this story. Get Jones on. Just get him on. You know what I mean? They might have initiated it. So who knows? But yeah, Spotify, a lot of the headlines lately have not put them in the most positive light.
No, and this is a way to say, see, we're not censoring him, and we're not worried about political affiliations. We're just a company that is in the business of content. So here's some content from one of our biggest brands, because that's what he is. He's probably their biggest brand, especially on the podcasting side.
Yeah.
Until we they listen to us and figure it out.
Just a matter of time.
Yep, totally. So
And we'll talk to anyone. So
totally, yeah. We've got some people that we're gonna reach back out to and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Not to give too much away, but yeah. So that was an interesting. We talked about it before. It was interesting to us to kind of fill you back in on that, being in the podcast game ourselves, having opinions on it.